Action.
The most difficult thing for any father, the most difficult thing for any parent is to say goodbye to their children. I'm a weekend father. And so this weekend I was saying goodbye to my babies, and we have this routine. I ask my boys, I say, hey, where's your daddy at? And they say, inside my heart, inside my brain, I better believe it. And I say, you better. And they say, I do. And so as I was saying goodbye to my babies, I kissed them goodbye. I heard some commotion. I heard a woman screaming. There was a lot of fussing going on. And so I looked around and I saw a woman, and we locked eyes. She saw me and she was screaming. And she said, get your ass in that car. And you shut up, get in the car. And she was watching me watch her. And when I looked at the children, both of the children were under the age of 5 years old. And at that moment, I was pretty angry. But I knew that I didn't have the resources or the backing to go and have a conversation with this woman because she was already frustrated. And as a parent, I can empathize with that frustration. I know how difficult it is to try to raise children. And especially if you're trying to do it by yourself, I know that that can be exceptionally hard. And so I wanted to go and talk to her, but I couldn't have a conversation because there was too much anger there. I know I had too many emotions. And that brought me to the place of the importance of having an involved father, for fathers to make a decision to say that I'm going to be in my children's lives no matter what. I know that I was angry after me and my ex-wife got divorced and I read the divorce decree. You get every other weekend, you get the summer, you get spring break, and you get some holidays, right? And so when I looked at the schedule, I knew, I said, all of my free time is gone. I have to dedicate my entire life to being a daddy, or else my children's lives are going to suffer, or else my ex-wife is going to have a difficult time and also be frustrated because, children can be rambunctious. Children have lots of emotions. They're just little people with big ass feelings, and they don't have the tools to articulate what's going on with them. And so once I realized how much work it was going to be a father, a weekend father, a father at a distance, the absentee parent, I had to make a commitment with myself. I had to look inside myself. I looked in the mirror and I said, hey, man, for these next years of your life, you have to dedicate all your time and all your resources to being a father. Now, that's exceptionally hard, right? Because if you want to date, if you want to have a woman, most women, they have the weekends off. Most people have the weekends off. And so for me as a dad, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is completely out of the question. And I'm not going to negotiate my time because my babies need me. And to make that type of commitment, I know that it's an exceptional challenge. It's a financial burden. You got to pay child support. And when your kids come to you every weekend, because me and my ex-wife, we made a negotiation to where I see my babies every single weekend. And so I really don't have no free time. I ain't got no spare time. Me and my boys, I told them, well, when you come over here with daddy, this is one place and one thing only. This is the Young Man Academy. I'm raising my children to be young men, to be cognitively inclined, to be emotionally inclined, to be able to de-escalate situations and articulate emotions and be effective simultaneously. This is my job as a father. And I also conveyed my intentions to my ex-wife. And so since I told her this is exactly what I'm doing, I have her support. And for all the weekend fathers, if you don't know that you have support, I want to tell you, there are men out here who are just doing the job because it's required. And for all the women who have children with a man that you might not get along with, you had a tumultuous past with this person, that shit is dead. It's in the past. And the only thing, our only job, our only prerogative is to make sure that these children have the most bestest life possible. And for every father in America, for every parent in America, raising children is a collaborative effort. And we have to enter into this negotiation with the spirit of collaboration, because what I want, even what I need, because every adult person must have a social life. I used to hear this stuff all the time, right? They say mama has to have a life too. Well, guess what? Daddy sacrifices his entire life for the betterment of not only my children, but to be a supportive co-parent. And as we do this, I'm asking every weekend warrior, every man who dedicates all of his time, congratulations. I thank you so much for putting your child first. And if you don't do that, our community suffers, our family suffers, and our nation suffers. And so you are a hero. I applaud you. I thank you. I want to offer words of encouragement to just keep on doing a good job. And I know the court system, it might not be fair because the court system doesn't give a damn about you, your children, or your ex-wife, or your baby mama. All it cares about is profit. And I would love to abolish the child support system, but ain't no system finna stop me from doing what I know needs to be done. I have to be responsible and accountable for my responsibilities, and that's it. And so as we go on this journey, every man, call a man, Phone a friend. Hey, tell them I'm frustrated. This is hard. Don't resort to alcohol. Don't resort to drug use. Resort to having honest conversations on how we improve not only the quality of our life, because my friend Raheem Zion, he asked me, he said, who motivates the motivator? And so being a man is collaborative effort. We have to motivate each other to continue to do the right thing, because right now America is suffering. Right now, children are suffering. The American family is under attack by legislation. And the only way we fight back is by being men of character, by standing up for what we believe. And that's it.
The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive.